Christie on the outside. Here we go. Jason Ryan. Central Missouri Speedway, our first feature of the night. Ryan to the early lead. It's the Bear, Darren Christie on that low side. Jeremiah Wilson as they come out of turn number 4. Looks like Ryan leads lap number 1. Here comes Wilson, side-by-side action into turns 1 and 2. Christie and Wilson. Wilson trying to take that second spot away. Cochran and Don Johnson, your top 5 cars right now. Leroy Morrison just outside of the top 5. But here's your race leader. Lap number 2 as they come across. Ryan stepping out there. Here comes Wilson now. Wilson up into that second spot. He takes that away from the Bear. Darren Christie, your top 3 cars. Not too long. They're going to get into some lap traffic here. Oh, Wilson gets loose. The Bear, Darren Christie, takes that position back away from him again here on lap number 3. Spinner up here in turn number 2. Believe that's Cochran as he goes around. Jason Ryan leads him down. It's Wilson. It's the Bear, Darren Christie, as we get back underway. Christie on the high side. Wilson, though, fighting back, looking good in that 58. Oh, he gets a little loose coming out of 3 and 4. Johnson and Leroy Morrison, your top 5 cars right now, along with Ryan, Christie, and Wilson, your top 3. Oh, we get a spinner coming out of turn number 2. 05 of Jason Ballard, the only car that stopped there on the front guard, I think. Your early race leader. Oh, Wilson gets loose coming out of 4. Johnson up into that 4 spot. Leroy Morrison goes low side now, tries to get around Johnson up there in turn number 2. He gets his nose in front. Leroy Morrison up into that 4th spot now. As Jason Ryan and the Bear Christie, as they start to pull away from the field here. Morrison again now down low there in turns 1 and 2. Wilson just in front of him now. So Ryan, Christie, Wilson hanging on to that spot. Morrison. Here comes Cochran now as he tries to move up around Johnson. And he takes that spot away up into the top 5. This will be lap number 10 as they come across this next time. Lap 10 as they're going through this time around. White flag will come out for Jason Ryan. Jason Ryan, your race leader. As Ballard in the 05 pulls off. Good battle back here for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. As Jeremiah Wilson tries to hang on. Here's your race winner, Jason Ryan. It's the Bear, Darren Christie, and that 2nd spot as Cochran goes around. Wilson hangs on for 3rd. In the 4th spot, it's Morrison, followed by Don Johnson. So there's your top 5 cars in your pure stocks here tonight. Your winner, Jason Ryan.
KC's best tenderloin, of course, we're talking about Christie's Tasty Queen. Jason, good job, man. Congratulations. Nice run out there. You distanced yourself from them.
Yeah, well, thank you. It was a pretty good run. Lowell and Bear, Don, Jason Cochran, all of them been working hard on this car. I've been working a lot of hours. Haven't even had time to look at it. I come straight from work down here. It was sitting in the pits waiting for me to get in it when I got here. So I appreciate everything they did.
It's attack of the 3 cars. I'm glad I'm not the scorer.
Yeah, no kidding. They got their hands full, but you got the best up there, so they'll make it happen.
Way to break in the season, man. Good job.
Thank you, guys.
Jason Ryan.
Few laps underway here. As they come out of turn number 4, here we go with your B-Mods. Here comes Dean Willie in that 68M. So sounds like some debris here back on the back stretch. As another car. Chad Stouse looking strong here tonight. Don Mars fights back up into that second spot. Foster, Ebert, Willie, Curtis Berry, Eddie, Lampy, and the 10 of Johnny McInnes. We'll see how far Troy Carlisle can work his way back up through the field. But your race leader, the C3 of Chad Stouse. Don Mars in that second spot looking good. And now here comes Ebert. Ebert now to the low side. Coming out of turns 3 and 4. Ebert up into that second spot. Mars, and here comes Dean Willie. Look out in the 68M. Society of Automotive Engineers. Foster falls back into that 5th spot just in front of Curtis Berry in the 23 as they get together a little bit. But Stouse here is your race leader. Ebert trying to hang on to that second spot. Mars on the outside of turn number 2. Now into lap traffic, and Anderson, whoa, they split him. Still Stouse is your race leader. Good battle up front here between him and the 94 of Jacob Ebert. Ebert, former track champion now as he gets a nose in coming into 4. New race leader, Jacob Ebert. Oh, as he gets into Phillips. Coming down the front stretch. Now to the outside, Stouse takes that lead over as we have a car, Ewing, in the 2E. So slowing down, and Phillips gets upside down on the back stretch. Turns sideways as we had the slowing car of Robbie Ewing in the 2E. We'll need the hook. The C3 of Chad Stouse. Dean Willie, Dakota Foster. Here we go, underway. Just 7 laps remain on opening night here at Central Missouri Speedway. Don Mars slowing down there on that restart. Chad Stouse, here comes Dean Willie up into the 3rd spot now. So Ebert, Willie down to the low side with Chad Stouse as they come through turn number 2. Willie slides up there just a little. So Mars, and now a problem with Curtis Berry as Moore goes around in the 72 up in turn number 2. So Brad Moore out of York. Stouse, Foster, Mars, Lampy, Curtis Berry. Back to racing again. Here we go. So your race leader again. Ebert comes through. The Society of Automotive Engineers 68, Dean Willie in that 2nd spot. Chad Stouse, Don Mars, Foster and Berry. There's your top 6 cars. Johnny McInnes behind them with Lampy. But you're Ebert now gets a little bit loose coming into 1 and 2. Ebert trying to hang on. Oh, get some sheet metal. It flies off the track, though, up over turn number 2, so no problems there. White flag will come out this next time across. Lap number 13. Now Dean Willie gets a nose in. Coming into 3 and 4. Willie, Ebert side by side, but Ebert hanging on as the white flag comes out. So Ebert, Willie, Stouse, Mars, Curtis Berry, then Dakota Foster. Willie tries to go high side now, but no, it's Jacob Ebert, your winner. Willie in the second spot, Stouse. It's Curtis Berry, Don Mars, and Dakota Foster as your winner here tonight. The 94 of Jacob Ebert.
John Thompson, Big John Thompson, Alan Debbie Miller, John and Debbie Miller, sponsors of the number 94, Jacob Ebert, former track champion in this class here at Central Missouri Speedway. Here he comes, Jacob Ebert, your winner tonight. Jacob, nicely done. Looks like a wild surface out there tonight.
Yeah, it's just getting rougher and rougher, and I kind of slowed my pace down a little bit. And I know Dean was right there on me, but I really didn't want to try to turn a car over, so I kind of slowed down there at the end, but worked out for us.
Good run here. Good way to start the year. Going to go for points this year, just going to do what you want to do?
Oh, I'm not sure yet. We were going to go down to Springfield next weekend, but new car's got a little bit of motor issues, and we're fixing that, and then we'll have that out here pretty soon. But I think we're going to take some vacation with our new baby and see what goes on.
Great way to start the year, my friend. Congratulations.
That ain't no kidding.
Jacob Ebert, your winner tonight in the B-Mods.
Unfurled flag from Herschel Thompson with your Lightning Sprints. Weekly racing here with your Lightning Sprints here at Central Missouri Speedway. Here they go. So Bobby Lane as they fly through turns 1 and 2. Mark Billings in that second spot. Solomon in the 22. Ryan Kent down in that 30 car. Here comes Bo Hevelo in the 4. That's your top 5 cars right now, but it's Bobby Lane as he starts to pull away from the field. Bobby Lane in that 0-1. Here comes Solomon now as he challenges and takes that second spot away from Billings. Bo Hevelo he makes a quick run through turn number 2. Bo Hevelo, and there's a problem with 22 as he goes down. Yellow flag comes out. Solomon goes over turn 3 here. Okay, looks like he just went down over, did not come completely over. They said he just in Phillips. I'm sorry, Peyton Moreland. Green flag and back underway again. So the 0-1 of Bobby Lane. And here comes Hevelo as he moves up into that second spot now. Ryan Kent now fights for that third position with Billings. He takes that spot away. So Ryan Kent and Billings. Then Chuck Hines, your top 5 cars. Good battle up front here. Hevelo in the 0-1 lane. Oh, Hevelo trying to make the move into turn number 2. As those two cars go side by side coming out of 4. Hevelo making the move up in 1 and 2. Seems to get a good run right off of 2. Right into 2 off of 1. Wow, Lane just hanging in front of him. Now here comes Bo Hevelo, your new race leader. Bo Hevelo gets by Bobby Lane. Ryan Kent still in that 3rd spot. Hines up into 4th now. And Billings completing your top 5. So nice move as Bo Hevelo going to the front, and now Billings in the 60 car, he pulls off. Problem on the 60 car, he pulls off. Whoa, as they come out of turn 4, Hevelo with Peyton Moreland and that number 19, Ryan Kent, now up into the 3rd spot. Hines in 4th, and Tony Lane now up into the 5th position. It was a good battle early on here, but now as Hevelo starts to pull away, white flag will come out next time across. Ryan Kent in 3rd. Good battle back here. Tony Lane trying to move up into that 4th spot in front of Hines, but the white flag comes out for Bo Hevelo, your race leader. 4th and 5th is kind of your only race right now, with Bo Hevelo taking the first feature with our Lightning Sprints. It's the 0-1 of Bobby Lane, Ryan Kent, the 49 of Hines, and the 71 of Tony Lane. Peyton Moreland will be in that 6th spot.
Millwright and Directors Incorporated, BLS Chassis, SNS Specialties, the sponsors on the machine of Bo Hevelo. Bo, nice job out there, man.
Thanks, earned that one tonight. That was a lot of fun.
Boy, that was a good race for a while there with you and the old vet.
What's that? I'm sorry?
That was a good race between you and the old vet, Bobby Lane.
Yeah, it always is. I know I can trust him to race me clean, and it's just a lot of fun. Coming from the back like that.
Where's Pop?
It's too cold for him.
So we might see him later in the year?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, it's great to see you guys out here. Congratulations on your win.
Yep, thanks a lot. Thanks for having us.
Bo Hevelo, your winner tonight in the Lightning Sprints, kicking off the year with these guys. They'll be with us all season long.
And again, Jeremiah Wilson in the pure stock and street stocks here tonight. But it will be Brett Wood and Turley on the front row, Inlow and McMillan, row number 2, Campbell and the Boomer John Brooks. Here we go, 15 laps for your street stocks. Brett Wood to the early lead down through turns 1 and 2 as Brooks gets high, loses several positions there. But Brett Wood, Troy Turley, and the 68 of James McMillan tonight. Inlow with Clayton Campbell. There's your top 5, Jay Prevette. And now, Alan Perryman gets loose up high in turns 1 and 2. But here's Brett Wood, still your race leader. Early laps in your 15-lap feature event here at Central Missouri Speedway. Opening night. As a car goes around there, Clayton Campbell right up there in turn number 2 as he quickly turns around there. Stays off of that pole up there. Wood, Turley, McMillan, Prevette, and Inlow. That's your top 5 cars, and here they come. Green flag flies again. Turley hangs on to that 2nd spot. Oh, and Campbell loses a tire as the tire flies up high up here in turn number 2. Clayton Campbell, that tire came completely off. Larry Norris in the 53, Jeremiah Wilson. Green furled flag ready to go. There we go. It flies. Just a few laps completed here at the beginning of the race here as Perryman goes to the infield. He comes back out of turn number 2. But it's Brett Wood, your leader here around lap 3 and 4. Now McMillan tries to go high side, Turley on the low side coming into turns 3 and 4. McMillan makes the run there. He'll be scored, I believe, in that second spot, although he starts to get a little loose coming out of 2, so Turley hangs on with Prevette just behind him. 2 wide here coming out of turns 3 and 4 now with your street stocks. Good battle here for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th now. Here comes the boomer. John Brooks as McMillan goes around in turn number 2. Tough break for James McMillan as they flag as Brett Wood leads them down. Turley, Prevette, Brooks, Inlow. Your top 5 cars right now, Brett Wood brings them around. Good battle here for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Turley, Brooks, Prevette. Here comes Kevin Perkins now as he's working his way past Inlow up into the top 5 now. Kevin Perkins up into the top 5. Brett Wood starts to walk away from the field here. Almost a straightaway lead for Brett Wood. Turley, Prevette, Woods, and now Kevin Perkins. Herb Danner just behind him. Here comes the 68 of James McMillan as he gets side by side with Brian Inlow in the 43. Your race leader, whoa, as he gets to the outside of there on the 53 car, Norris. Lap car now. Brooks now side by side with Prevette, fighting for that 3rd spot. So Wood, Turley, Brooks now just moves right in front of Prevette there. Down into 1 and 2 now. John the Boomer Brooks, many-time champion here at Central Missouri Speedway. Good to see that orange-colored 27 car back on the track as Herb Danner gets together with the 68 of James McMillan. Not sure what was going on there. We'll check on that as we go back to green flag racing again. Green flag flies from Herschel Thompson. Let's see if John Brooks can make that high side magic happen, as he has done many times here at Central Missouri Speedway. But Wood, Turley, Brooks, Prevette, and now Kevin Perkins, Joshua Guy, Mitchell, the 3 of Alan Perryman, Brian Inlow in that 43 car. White will come out this next time across. So that was a lap 11 restart back in there. So Brett Wood starts off where he came before, and guess what? Here comes the boomer. Brooks on the high side. Oh, as a couple cars get together here, Prevette goes around. That'll bring out the yellow flag as Alan Perryman starts to pull off through the hot pit lane on the backside as well. So tough break there for Prevette. them down with that white flag flying. Brett Wood. Turley still hanging on to second. Perkins now, as he starts to get into the mix here, into the top three. Kevin Perkins on a nice run. Looks like it will be Brett Wood, your race winner tonight. That's safe for Turley. Believe it's the 1 of Perkins, 27 of Brooks, and the 33 of Joshua Guy. Your top 5 cars here for your street stock feature event tonight. Brett Wood out of Warrensburg.
Also, All-Star Bail Bonds. Driver comes to us from right here in Warrensburg, Missouri. Let him hear it, fans. Brett Woody Wood, your winner tonight in the street stocks. Vujade, Deja Vu, you're back, my friend.
Yeah, it's been a long couple of weeks. Really got to thank a lot of my sponsors. Mark Lewis, he's been helping me on both cars. Valerie, Seth, Little Marky, his wife Lynn. We got some new sponsors, Stacy Fitter from Fitters, and Old Barney's, L&L Pest Control and Gecko Graphics, Bob Larson from All-Star Bail Bondsman.
This thing still looks like a hot rod from last year, man. You're picking up right where you left off.
Well, there's a lot of good cars here in every class, so it's tougher and tougher.
Woody celebrated his first win of the year. Brett Woody Wood, your winner tonight in the street stocks.
All right, that's set your lineup for the USRA modified A main event. It will be Logan Martin on the front row. So Martin Fenwell leads them down. Tim Carrick and Jackson, row number 2. And Gunnar Martin already with a problem as he tries to pull through the infield. Yes, he continues. But Logan Martin, your early race leader. Fenwell, Tim Carrick, your top 3 right now. Jackson, Moody, and problem here for the 90 of Terry Schultz as he slows down on the backside. Terry Schultz with a problem as he slows down in turns 3 and 4, comes to a stop. Yellow comes out. Problem for Terry Schultz, right rear flat tire. He's going to try to get it changed. He's set to go back to racing again. Again, Carrick going to the high side as he makes a nice run right past Fenwell into that second spot. Good run there off the top side of the 1K. Now gets down on that low side, but now Fuqua trying to see if he can make something happen. He makes a run on that top side. Up into the top 5 now. Darren Fuqua in that 87 car. Keep an eye on him as Logan Martin, your race leader. Another yellow flag comes out. And down here low in turn number 2. Looks like maybe Gunnar Martin in that 75. Brings them down into turn number 4. Back underway. Fenwell now making a run on the high side up in turn number 2 up there. There's some guys coming out of 1 and 2 on that high side making a run. Fenwell again tries to go to that high side, but hanging on to the lead is Martin. Logan Martin as Stephen Bowers slows down and he pulls back into the hot lane. But Logan Martin, Fenwell As Bowers comes to a stop in the hot lane back there. Also some debris on the front side. Green flag flies again for Logan Martin. Oh, as they get bouncing around there in turn 1 and 2. Let's see who hangs on here the longest. Good battle up front here right now, Fenawal. As Carrick makes that run off of 1 and 2 again. Here comes Johnny Fenawal on the high side. Looking for a lineup there. Oh, and Johnny gets high up on the backstretch as Tim Carrick now tries to move up into that second spot. So Tim Carrick now looks like he has a little bit of a run here with Fenawal fights back though, and that big battle for that second spot right now with Fenawal, Carrick, Dalton, Kirk now up into 4th, Jackson 5th. Fuquay up into 6th as Jackson fights back into the top 4 now. Guys looking for lines, trying to stay as smooth as they can. Big battle up front again. So now, oh, looks like something down on the track. A little bit of plastic there. I think that'll be okay. As that blows off the track, but here comes your race leaders back through again. Martin, Fenawal, Carrick, Jackson, and his yellow comes out for Gunnar Martin in turn number 4. I believe that is his second yellow of the night. Hit the tire again out of turn number 4. Top 10. So second spin for Martin. As here comes Dalton Kirk on a nice run. Here comes Fenawal as he gets together with Martin. Those two cars smacking each other here on the front side. Fenawal, your race leader. Dalton Kirk up into that second spot, but here comes the 87 of Darren Fuquay. Jackson fighting his way back here. Oh, as he gets loose coming out of turn number 4. Fenawal, Dalton, Kirk, and now Fuquay in the top 3. Jackson. Carrick went way back in the field. Terry Schultz up and back up into the top 5, working his way around on that top side. He's finding a way around. You can see that many times here at Central Missouri Speedway. Terry Schultz on the top side. Look out, because here he comes back into the top 5. Fenawal, Kirk. Here's Fuquay on the top side. He's finding that way around now too. But Terry Schultz working his way back up. Fenawal, your race leader so far. Whoa, almost gets loose up there. Jackson now goes to the high side as well. And here comes Schultz. Oh, they almost go 3 wide. Johnny Fenawal still leading him around. As Fuquay takes up into that second spot now. A lot of jostling around here back in the field. Fenawal, Fuquay, Kirk. As the 32 of Nick Pence on the backside as he comes to a slow. He started slowing down. Your leader, Fenawal, that's right. That is your leader, Fenawal. your former leader, as Nick Pence started to slow down here on the backside. That's going to put Darren Fuqua up in the front of the field. Kirk right behind him, Jackson. See some, as Terry Schultz gets a little bit high there on the backside, but Fuqua leads him around. Now Jackson, Lewis Jackson up into that second spot. Here comes Logan Martin back up into third. Watch out for him as well. Dalton Kirk, here comes Tyler Schmidt in the 66T. So Darren Fuqua, your leader. Jackson in that second spot. Martin back up into third. Tyler Schmidt. Oh, Dalton Kirk slows down here on the front side. Tough break for him, as I believe he's broke heading back into the hot lane as well. So Fuqua, Jackson, Martin, Tyler Schmidt, Tim Carrick, and Terry Schultz. White flag will come out next time across. White flag will come out for your race leader, Darren Fuqua. Jackson still in that second spot. Tyler Schmidt moving his way up. Tyler Schmidt up into that third position now. Good run for him tonight. Martin, it's the 1K of Carrick in fifth, followed by Terry Schultz. And the 0 of Richard Lane. Checkered flag comes out. It's Darren Fuqua, your race winner. Jackson in that second spot. Tyler Schmidt, Logan Martin, Tim Carrick, Terry Schultz, Richard Lane, Johnny Fenwell, I believe, after that. So again, thank you, race fans, for hanging in there tonight. It was a tough one. Tell you what, this race of survival here tonight. Glad that you could be out with us on KMMO race night. Be safe as you head back home this evening, and happy Easter to all of you.
What cut there, Brandon?
I don't know.
This is Emily Gilkey in the studio.
Hug Farms, BSB Manufacturing, X Factor Bushings, and Big Time Bail Bonds, a sponsor on this Kansan's car. And no doubt this driver will be moving up in the X Factor Bushings power rankings this week after another strong performance here, turning in a win tonight at Central Missouri Speedway. Darren catching his breath in there. All these drivers probably catching their breath as they tried to maneuver their way around the track here tonight.
What a job, D.
Getting a hand from some of the crew members before he gets on out of here. We'll give him a big hand. Darren Fuqua, your winner tonight here at CMS. Darren, congratulations, man. We've been seeing a lot of each other here in Victory Lane lately, down in Kansas, and now here in CMS.
Yeah, it's my first win here. It's a big win. It's a rough, hard-earned win. But we got her done. This trophy feels like it weighs 50 pounds. So.
I bet you guys are all going to be out of breath, but great job. You seem to find a line that worked right for you, and you made your way to the front.
I just drove angry. So that's what you got to do on these rough tracks. Just did the best we could and tried to keep all the parts and pieces on it. We're going to have to nut and bolt it pretty good this week, that's for sure.
That's right, man. Well, great to see you up here. Congratulations. We'll let you catch your breath and celebrate with the crew.
All right, thank you.
Darren Fuqua wraps it up here tonight at CMS. We'd like to thank all of you for choosing CMS as your dirt of choice on Saturday nights. We'll try to do this thing again next week if Mother Nature allows us to. Again, drive safe, everyone, until our paths may cross again. On behalf of Earl and Susan Walls and the entire crew, good night, everybody.